Greetings, Mindcrafters, and welcome to another Mindcraft discussion today. My name is Kimberly Quinn, and I am thrilled to chat with you from West Palm Beach. Although I'm not on a beach, truthfully. As you can see, I think by the buildings behind me, but this is a harbor, and it's so cool. You're like, why are you wearing long sleeve black shirt? Well, because my cheap Irish skin will get toasted, even though it's only like 7 o'clock in the morning at this moment, roughly. So anyway, I wanted to talk with you today about, over-seriousness. It's a horrible syndrome, and I'm not sure if you're aware of it, going on. Definitely, I think in the more individualistic societies such as ours, and I certainly love the good old US of A. I love my country very much, and we can often, fly around like gerbils on crack, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're media saturated and fast-paced and all of that, and sometimes we forget as grown-ups how important it is to play, just to play and be silly and goofy and have fun. It's all of a sudden like somewhere between childhood and adulthood, we cross this line of, I don't know, you're like inappropriate if you're a little goofy or something, or or that's only for when you go out on the weekend and have a couple of beverages or something, which is also fun, of course, as long as it's, moderation, right? But just to be goofy and let yourself go, it's human. And, it's also important to realize that most of it's not important. We've talked about in different episodes that life is not an emergency. It's not an emergency. It isn't. There are times when it can be, but those are thankfully more rare. I mean, like true emergency rare, right? And then there's urgency, and people get so intense about, so many ridiculous little things. And email that was missed or not sent or sent and it was too harsh or na. Who cares? Who cares? And speaking of non-seriousness, my husband and I saw a huge, big, fat iguana right about there yesterday. Oh, fun. There goes a fish. I'm thinking there's got to be gators in here, but maybe not. It's salt water. I don't really know. So anyway, if you really need help recovering from over-seriousness, find yourself a child. The younger the better, because they haven't lost it yet, and the good news is it's really not lost, it's misplaced. Your inner child is absolutely inside of you. There's no question. She or he or they don't leave, right? Your inner child just wants to come out to play. And so let her. So there's no easier way. So I tell you this, I don't know if any of you see Instagram, you'll see it today, because my husband, we took our new granddaughter, sort of new, she's going to be 5 months, Isabel, and our daughter Caitlin to the aquarium here yesterday, and we were mindful, we were fully present, bringing success to the moment, and fully silly and fully goofy. And there was this tube in the aquarium where the fish went in a sort of like the Nemos and the Dories, all the colorful fish, and you were allowed 2 at a time, could actually go underneath this little it's not like a table, but the thing that surrounded the tube where they're all going in a circle, and you could actually go like in there, so you're inside where they're. And so I looked over, and my husband was inside the tube with the fish swimming around, and Isabel was cracking up, and he's pointing to the fish, and he was so goofy, and people walking by were smiling and laughing, like, look at that nutty grandfather making his nearly 5-month-old granddaughter smile, and our daughter was cracking herself up, and he was funny. And it's, these strangers we'll never see again. We're also, we're just warmed up from the inside out, because it was just so authentic and just so funny, and to just be spontaneous. Over seriousness also involves, way too much planning in your life. Now, obviously, we have to plan things. We do. We have to, especially if you're out in the professional world, things need to be planned. But sometimes you can maybe loosen that up a bit, and even if you have a plan, leave some room for just levity, crack some jokes. I mean, this is not meant to be, life on this earth is not meant to be this, fun, like a military drill void of fun, to just hammer it out and get it done and all that stuff. And I think it can be, isn't this beautiful? it can be so easy to get locked into that like mental march of gotta get it done, gotta get it done, gotta get it done, because if I don't get it done, people who I don't know might stop by and find out that it's not done, or people that I do know might stop by and see that it's not done, and then the get it done police are gonna, write me up and give me a ticket or so. I don't know. But really, weigh it out, because there's fish jumping everywhere. Look at that. How fun. I'm just not crazy about eels. It's just, it's just serpente, right? This snake in Spanish. Our two daughters are pretty fluent, actually, because one taught in Madrid, and the other one's partner's from Peru. But anyway, serpente, that makes sense that's the Spanish. Hello, good morning. It makes sense that is the word for snake, but eels are just they're really like a step above snake for gross for me. But anyway, so over serious, just think this, okay, as far as we know, life is not a dress rehearsal, right? This is the big game as far as anybody knows. And we're not saying to live recklessly or anything, but you can take a break from adulting now and then. Take a break from adulting and have a little fun. Or also maybe change how you define adulting, which is more my thing. Whoever said you had to have this like stiff, I'm a professional, I'm a professional. I mean, really? I think we are far more approachable as people in general, parents or whatever your role is, and also as professionals. And if you are in a leadership role, I think there's even more here on the shoulders to loosen up, because leaders are going to be more approachable if they're more relatable, and that does involve an element of have a good time at work. It's like, I don't know, to be professional, there's some kind of unwritten ridiculous rule that probably didn't exist from the beginning, that it's supposed to be all, intense and like I said, the get it done police, and you bring some fun into the workplace, man. And especially, again, leaders, if you can do that, things are going to be so much better, because, like I said, this is a short ride as far as anybody knows, and life is not a dress rehearsal. This is the big game. This is it. So let's enjoy it, right? Okay, have some fun today. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from the gorgeous West Palm Beach, though not at a beach, harbor. Have a mindful day.